Well, I came to Dallas. I actually worked at a movie theater, Cinemark Theaters, and there's a reason that'll lead to something. But I couldn't handle a good job, man. I couldn't handle authority. I couldn't handle being responsible. I learned one thing about Texas, man. There's a lot of God in Texas. Everywhere I went in Dallas, someplace there was a church on every corner, and somebody's giving you a hug and come to church. And I'm ashamed to say that made me even more leery of church, because I'll tell you what, even growing up in my house, I remember calling on Jesus. Here comes my dad downstairs. Here comes some more beatings. He never showed up. Everywhere I went, he never showed up. All the guys I knew that knew him or their families knew him, they're still in the streets or they're dead. So, not having that, I wasn't interested in a relationship with Jesus. So in Dallas, I called Big John up. I set up a scam at this theater and I robbed it blind. Double selling tickets. I thought I was okay with my job then, making money on the side there. I called Big John one day and I said, man, I can't handle this. I gotta do something else. You gotta put me to work. And he still refused. My rock passed away. He called me one night in Dallas, and my little sister called me and said, hey, Phillip, Mama's not gonna make it. She had diabetes, she was on dialysis. I was in that theater, and I was actually moved up to a manager's position, and I was doing very good. Why I was messing up, I don't know. I was doing good, but when I got that call, I had to get from Dallas to Denver ASAP. So I ran upstairs and I cut all the films. It was an 8-movie house, and I told the assistant, refund their money, I go see my mom. And I split. Drove straight there, got to stay by her bed, and talk with her. And that's a major blessing for me, but then it also created more anger toward Jesus for me, because she shared some stuff with me. She sat at the bed and I would say, Mama, you're going to get better. You're going to make it through this. You're going to be all right. And she would talk about, no, listen. I'm very happy and I got a list of stuff for you to do. You got to take care of some stuff for your brothers and sisters. You got to tell your mother to tie her shoe. She never ties her shoe. You got to tell your grandfather, he's got to water my plants. He never waters my plants. And I said, no, you're going to do that. She goes, no, I'm going to go be a little girl. I'm going home. I'm going to go be with my Jesus. I don't have to hurt no more. And you're going to do me a favor. I got one big request for you. What's that Hermione thing, man? You're going to find him too. Because I'm going to send, I got 7 angels. I'm going to send one with you. And he's going to watch over you. I didn't want to hear that. Screw Jesus, I told her. She said, what? Bend down here. Come a little closer. She had these knuckles, man. She used them on us a lot. And I fell for it. And she about knocked me on my butt. And she said, don't you ever mock my Lord again. Don't you ever talk bad about my daddy and your Savior. Never. I knew she meant business. She goes, you know, in this world, we go 55 because we want to go 55. If we go faster and get caught, well, then you do the time. If you didn't, you had a great time, right? I said, yeah. I thought she was talking about driving school, because I had so many tickets I would end up in driving school, and it was fun sometimes. But she had a lead foot too, and one time in driving school I turned around, I heard this lady talking, she's in there. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing here? Oh, they're picking on me. So she says, you go 55 because you want to go 55. If you go faster and get caught, well then you do the time. If you don't, you had a heck of a good time. She said, if I was a cow in my last life, I don't remember. So this one counts. So cherish the moments. Find Jesus. Find the tree of life. And she had a list of things to do. When she went into to go into her surgery, she waved at everybody. She even had some Hawaiian lays that she was going on trip. And she never came out of that surgery. 3:23, December 2nd, 3:23 p.m. I watched her flatline. And I remember it specifically because that was the end of my best friend. You know, I got everything that I had in love was right there. I don't care if you're a gangster, tough guy or not. We all have that somewhere in our life. And I blame Jesus. So I'm driving back to Dallas, and I'm in the city of Raccoon, New Mexico. and I'm on a highway that goes into Dumas, Texas, and it's about 1:30 at night in the middle of that highway in the morning, and I pulled the car over and I let God have it. I laid into Him with every cuss word I could imagine. I was angry and I was mad at Him. 15 years later, in that exact same spot, while I went on the run, as life went to turn, I'll have to back up to this, but 15 years later, I prayed in that exact spot at the exact same time, and I went to prison.